Okay. This is good. That's exactly how I was in that seat in the vent area. Like, okay, yep, I'm gonna be dramatic.
We should be ourselves.
Yeah.
And also, authentically, if folks knew what we've been through, they should be expecting more.
Oh gosh.
Let's get into it.
Okay, let's get into it.
Hey y'all.
Hey boo.
Hey Shay.
Hi. Let's get into it.
We're not at our house.
We are not at our house.
I'm not in the Zona.
And I'm not in Dallas.
Are you in the NOLA?
I'm not in NOLA.
I'm not in Ocala.
No.
Where we at?
We are in Las Vegas.
And if you needed proof, let me see.
If you need proof, look out the window. If you can see. Oh, wait, it might reflect back.
They see Harris. Listen.
The Flamingo and Hilton Grand Vacations and the Link. And
those that know, we are together again.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really by our own devices. We didn't facilitate this connection. Normally, when we get a chance to get together, we are having to facilitate it.
Having to.
Why are we together, Shay?
We are together because the Shark Tank
Bam!
Clover Summit.
Let them see your brand, girl.
Yes. So Shark Tank Summit. Also because of this beautiful person by the name of Tabitha Brown.
Beautiful.
Who decided to take a large company like Clover and express to them that there are entrepreneurs like us who are in need of assistance.
Yeah.
Because majority of us are solopreneurs, meaning we out here doing it by ourselves.
Every job necessary.
For our businesses.
Yeah.
We're wearing all the hats. And so, but ultimately, because of the God that we serve, he was the orchestrator and the alpha and omega in this whole situation, which has been crazy. I don't think I've cried this much consecutively in, I don't know.
So before we get into it, for those that don't know, this Vegas Summit is the first ever of Shark Tank, the television show, Clover, the giant of a company, and then
Fiserv, yeah.
Fiserv, thank you. Excuse me. Fiserv.
Which used to be First Data.
Which is the parent company of Clover. It is a collaboration summit to allow, feels like over 1,000.
Oh, it was a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
Business owners to come together to be educated with every kind of concept and subject that hits our reality, to be given the honor and value of speakers who are giants in the spaces that we are pursuing success in.
Yeah.
To give us table, cloth, waiter service, dining, 3 meals a day, to provide us resources that made the process just easy to fall into as a VIP.
Yeah.
And to just honor our efforts by showing us that they see us, and concluding with an opportunity for 3 businesses to pitch to the sharks
who walked away with $35,000
for support for their small business. We've been here since Sunday. And they have been loving on us
ever
since Sunday. They've been holding us accountable, since Sunday, and we have been growing in community since Sunday.
Yeah.
And the place that you got a chance to see part of where we are is we are at the Venetian, which no shade to no other property, but putting us, thank you again, Tabitha, putting us in suites on top floors.
Not standard rooms.
No.
We all have suites.
Suites that are larger than our former apartments.
Larger than our apartment in New York.
So we got here, we got ourselves here.
In LA.
And then we have not had to worry about anything other than being present in the spaces.
Yeah.
Where they've just poured into us for the last few days.
Not to mention every single entrepreneur who attended, even though all of us didn't pitch tonight, we all can walk away saying that a shark invested in our business. So shout out to Rashawn Williams.
Yeah.
He set us on fire yesterday, gave us a blueprint for investors, how to present ourselves in front of them. Yeah. And he was the shark that invested in all our businesses.
He sowed a seed. He literally, for everyone that was in the room,
he sowed multiple seeds.
There was a wad of money
that he pulled out of his pocket.
He had it getting passed around so that we knew that there was value and he believed in us.
Yeah. And
he was our first investor. I want to make sure we don't miss nothing, because for anyone who's just kind of curious, this was the first one.
Yeah.
There'll be others. You might want to be in the building, and we just want to help you decide by knowing, like, from two truth tellers, what that experience was like. So, covering some highlights. What surprised you?
Everything.
Really?
So, okay, I was a first round winner of the competition.
Come on.
When Tabitha Brown posted about it, she posted about the Tab Pass. And I'm not a competition person. I don't like being out front. So I waited until the last day that the deadline was to actually submit my video. I have to admit, I wasn't in the best mood to do it, but I ended up doing it, and I submitted my video, and I got the email that I was a grand prize winner. They paid for my flight. They paid for this suite, meals. What else? I think everything except for transportation from the airport to here to the hotel, which was less than $50, right? But everything, like, I knew Tabitha Brown had embarked on this new position with Clover,
right?
And I this is my first time hearing about Clover, just with her being on the board, and because I lived in Atlanta, which is the land of seminars, conferences, everybody's doing
for
something.
Businesses. It's the doggone land
for businesses, right? It's the land for all of that. There is nothing of what we just experienced out of all of the conferences that I've been to in Atlanta. This does not.
No, this was unlike anything.
This is not. No, I've been in rooms with major people, but never this close. I've been in rooms where we've gotten important information and where we learn things, but never a moment where they stand out and actually want to engage with you and ask you questions. Like, I don't know how many CEOs that we've met. I don't know how many important people that we've met in funding. Like, it was 4 pages of banks on the wall that were just a part of this whole experience. Like,
and you have the access to them.
And you have the access.
You run into them in the bathroom, and you're sitting with them at lunch tables,
breakfast,
and just organically things can just flow to you because of access.
Like tonight, tonight was the last night. We were mingling, and a friend and she was singing one of the songs that the DJs was playing, and a guy walked over and he was like, "Yeah, I think she knows the words to the song because she was so into it. So he was playing with her. And then he walked away and he looked at me. He was like, "You think she know the words?" And I was like, maybe a little bit. So he comes back over. He introduced himself. He's a CEO of a bank in Washington. Mm-hmm. We're just joking. We're being ourselves or whatever. But this is the type of space that we were in. And then on top of that, they paved the way for us to be here, but they're thanking us for showing up.
Honey, you're a CEO too. But you're a CEO too. So that brings me what got me. What surprised me is the extent they went to honor us and show us the type of response that, like how she was talking about what she sees a CEO as, and just like how we respond to, oh, this person is this. For them, we're all this person is this. And so we were treated like VIPs the whole time.
Yeah, this has been a beyond
from
VIP
the start
experience.
to the end.
Yeah.
We were treated the way CEOs are treated. So if you think about when you have a conference where it's a bunch of leaders or business owners, there's a way of coming correct.
Yeah.
What they did for us is they positioned us to elevate our own thinking of ourselves, equipping us to step into the fullness of what it is that we're pursuing and working on, what it could be. Yes. But the whole treating us like CEOs, treating us like VIPs. We had a night, so she shared about tonight, which the band was there every day, every session.
We had a band,
dressed in coordinated uniforms. Now, as
formal
a stylist, I'm gonna tell you, I clocked all of that because I said, now that's a line item. There's someone who's responsible for deciding what they're gonna look like, and it was not a small band. Like there was like 4 to 5 rows deep of horns, background singers who had coordination in their dances, lead singers. There's a MD, like all of this. It was like they had like a Tonight Show level band with singers and coordinated outfits to make sure that as people transition on and off the stage, they had a live band behind them.
Everybody had a theme
song. Never in my life. It was like, okay, you expect that at a wedding, you expect it at a conference, but for the band to be singing top 40 known theme songs, to be playing live music throughout the entire conference, that's honor, that's a choice. The diversity, they intended to position us with people from various industries who looked like the people that were in the room. Yeah. So that we not only had the instruction, but we were inspired to believe that we too could. That I clocked. And last night we had dinner where you're thinking like with all these people, it makes sense to have a catered dinner, catered lunches. But they took us off site and we get shuttled through this route, which mind you, every time we were going anywhere, I counted no less than it's 50 people every so many feet holding signs, dressed in uniform to make sure that we were directed to where we were supposed to go. People, security to make sure that beyond a certain point for the convention center that it was only us that's in there. And so last night when we have dinner off site, they've already assigned in the app where restaurant we're gonna go to, because they have not only rented out restaurants, but they're dope, like, you know, having like, you know how you have like the swanky rooftop kind of experience, like everything was a vibe. But to go to that, when they shuttled us to our transportation, it is plush buses, new models that are just lined up along the way. The honor,
the level of honor that we received, like, it's indescribable. I know I keep saying this, but I think I've cried every day since I've been here, just because I could have never imagined something like this. And I don't want to say we come to Vegas pretty often, but we've been here at least once a year.
Enough, yeah.
Since like 2020 or 2021. And I've experienced certain parts of Vegas, but not like this.
We're high rollers.
Yeah,
and did not go to one table or one machine.
I haven't gambled. I don't gamble. Ain't no table got my money or whatever. But this experience has been like no other.
So on that, so then what moved you the most? Outside of the 3 entrepreneurs who won tonight for pitching to the Sharks, which is another thing, they prepared to go head to head with each other.
Yeah,
they were all dynamic, and we were waiting for one name to be called, and dun 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 dun, they chose every one of them.
Yep, all 3 of them,
and gave all of them $35,000
for their business.
And here's the thing, this is not on some hey in exchange for my company. So they just received no equity an given. Instant $35,000. They're on top of everything else that's been laid out to support them and us in success. But yeah, so aside from that, you were saying.
So aside from that, it would have to be Rashawn investing in our businesses.
Okay.
The reason why is because I have been a Shark Tank fan since the day it premiered on ABC. Every Friday it was, do not talk to me, do not call me, because Shark Tank is on, right? And my favorite thing to do was to get a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, right? Either Frosted Flakes, and sit and watch. And don't let it be the season finale where they do back-to-back shows. I'm really not available.
Oh, she's
I'm locked in. Don't even, no. And I'm going to watch the replay that they do at midnight. So to be a watcher of the show.
And have a front row seat. Literally, we watched a Shark Tank episode through the other people pitching. Only thing that kept us from being front row is this row of who? Listen, they are people that's right in front of us. But otherwise, we right there seeing it all.
Yes, and to be in the experience, they set up the room that we were in. They set it up like Shark Tank. Everything was set. It was completely Shark Tank related. Chairs. It was just so much to see all of this come to fruition for me. That's what moved me the most.
So him, Rashawn, investing, and then just being able to be in this moment that you watched for so long, and it no longer being you seeing someone else have the experience, but Shark Tank choosing you to experience it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And to think that I didn't have to do the whole pitch. I didn't have to submit all of the things or whatever. I was just given the opportunity to be a part of it. And a shark investing in my business. So
that's huge.
I'm going to tell that to the entire world.
Those things definitely moved me. But I would say, so I was really moved by, I talked about the intentionality and just showing honor and like how they treated us, but I was really moved by the vulnerability and the authenticity of our speakers. we had the blessing of really getting to know the sharks.
Yes.
Now,
yes,
you can think you get a layer of them on TV, but they were so generous with their truth and their humanity.
So open.
Very, very open. I mean, vulnerable and generous in a way like one of the sharks is ill and like got injections and was all, doing everything that he could from a medication standpoint.
Yeah.
So that he could be present. Did not have a full voice, but would not stop. He was like, I'm gonna give everything I've got.
Mm-hmm.
Other sharks told us the origin of not just the how you started. Sometimes you can get that out there, but we got things that we wouldn't have otherwise known. They let us into their life from the beginning to the point of like, we can't tell you how many times they cried while sharing to us, just thinking back to their beginning, what was the thing that led to where it is that we see them, and to just encourage us that really, one, don't despise small beginnings, but two, that things work out. So just keep going. Though they sit in these positions of success in ways that we might look at, admire, and want to attain, for them, it was very clear the sentiment is, not only do I understand you, but I'm you. I was you. So I want to do everything I can. Like, I'm not going to miss being here so that I can have this time to make sure that you understand that there's value in what you do. There's value in who you are, and don't give up.
Yeah.
That moved me.
Yeah. Especially with Robert Herjavec, which is one of the sharks. His story that he told about him being on Dancing with the Stars and how that was his mom's favorite show.
10 years before.
10 years before she passed, she told him that he would be. Well, first of all, she asked him why he wasn't on Dancing with the Stars.
Like they knew who he was at the time.
Yeah. And then him being able to be on Dancing with the Stars. But then also hearing about how he came from humble beginnings and how his mom did everything for them, which afforded him the opportunity to be where he is now. And so he had a moment. Really? Yeah. He had a moment on stage just talking about living the dream or living the manifestation of seeing something in the spirit and then it come in the natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the little things in our past are giving hints towards the future. So like she mentioned, his mom, his dear mom passed away from cancer.
Yeah.
But because Dancing with the Stars was her favorite show, even when she was in the hospital, they would have to have that show on.
They would have to have on.
And they gonna have to dance. And she's going to insist. Yeah. And so him, the nurses, whoever's in there, we watching Dance with the Stars and we finna dance. So for him to fast forward, not to his own devices at all.
Yeah.
To get the invitation to go on Dancing with the Stars, they barely got the words out. And he automatically was like, oh, absolutely, I'm doing it. I don't need to hear anything else because it was a kiss from heaven. His mom loved the show, so him getting to be on it and get that opportunity at a time where so much of his joy had been stolen by grief.
Yes.
But the gag is, not only was it a way for him to honor his mom, but it was a way for love and joy to be restored to him because he meets his partner.
Yes.
And then, not knowing it, he meets his wife. And then they have their son.
Yep.
And joy returned to him. So
they
those were a connection. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
There's 7, right, or something?
There's 7.
Okay. Yeah, so those connections, it's like you that reminds me of it's just a little bit of turbulence. You know, like you can't know that that's gonna be how things go, but it's just like keep on living. Yeah, and so that absolutely, like everything about the engagement with people was moving for me.
Yeah.
One of the last things I wanted to share was just like when it comes to breakthroughs, because this is a business conference, but the business is also people, because you don't have what we do without us.
Yeah.
And not to give anything away, but even when you look at the 3 CEOs that were pitching tonight, everyone has a real heart purpose behind what they're doing. Like everybody has a why. And so getting a chance to experience people locking more in and committing to their why was great. But for me, the breakthrough really, I guess if I had to choose one, came from really coming to understand God's plan for how he purposes me to support people in their pursuit of their why.
Oh my gosh. So just to give y'all context on what that looks like, it was literal ministering
Every day.
Rhu was ministering to the entrepreneurs' hearts, because as entrepreneurs, especially if you're a solopreneur, we take on everything, and we don't have space to deal with our heart, with our mind, will, emotions sometimes, or whatever. And so to see her, she not only poured into different entrepreneurs, but then she turns around and she pours into Dr. Tabitha Brown.
It's a doctorate on the way. She just prophesied it.
Tabitha Brown. And also Shannon Watkins. If you don't know who Shannon Watkins is, she is
human,
the best.
Who happens to be a sister and HBCU graduate of Fisk.
Branding officer, branding executive. She has done work with Coca-Cola. She has done work with Jordan, Nike, Kraft, different brands. She is my branding and marketing hero.
I love her so much.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. But she also poured into her today. And so it has just been an open forum of God just literally, like, I know people say it and it becomes cliche, but God, no, he showed out. Like, it's a literal, he showed his entire behind.
It was incredible, and I'm not saying that because of getting to take part in it. I'm saying it because it was, for me, it was breakthrough. I already have given God a yes. Like, I'm living a surrendered life. It's the life that I choose. Like, I'm not doing it begrudgingly. It's not always comfortable, but I'm living a surrendered life. But seeing things from God's perspective, sometimes I have to war for that. And I got a chance to understand, I feel today, that like my assignment has always been my assignment. Like, I knew my purpose was to be light and love in all the spaces I occupy. But how he shares that light, he uses what's in me. So he'll give me the words. He'll highlight people for me to see. He'll have me show up in a time where there is turmoil, destruction, just spiritual and emotional warfare.
Which requires obedience.
And so there'll be times where, oh, I'm going to get coffee. No, I'm not. I'm going because there's someone that needs me in the space near the coffee. Oh, I'm going to get my food. I'll see you guys later for breakfast. Oh, no, I'm not. There's someone seated at that table right now that you need to be there for. And I came here ready for what God had for me. But what he had for me it's really my heart's desire too. I want people to know how much he loves them, to know who it is that they are in him, and to be able to just choose to defeat the lies of the enemy by fully showing up as himself and pursuing the purpose he has for their life. And a lot of times the weight of what it is that we're going through, it's like things can get heavy and you just need somebody to help lift them off.
Yep.
So getting a chance to recognize that
It's so good.
that the gift of encouragement that God has blessed me with and entrusted me with helped to lift the spirit of heaviness off and replace it with joy, with clarity, and with power.
Yeah.
So that people could continue in boldness, especially people who have such big assignments that so many are connected to. I was like, wow, because, okay, not that this has not happened before, but I'm like, at a point you can't deny certain things when they continue to show up.
Yeah.
And then over the course of a few days, it's like this is happening multiple times a day. This is happening every time. Okay.
There's a pattern.
Okay,
here.
I caught it.
Yeah.
I'm fully convinced and got it. And so then as that happened, I was like, not necessarily looking for it, but listening out so that I could know when it was necessary for me to shift and be where he called me to be for who he called me to be it for. And that was a big breakthrough for me.
Huge breakthrough.
What about for you?
Okay, so somebody else had asked me this question. The breakthrough for me is that, well, I have 4 things that I said. 1, I've been playing small. 2, yeah, 1, I have been playing small. 2, I haven't been executing my full potential. 3 is community isn't as bad as I thought it would be. And 4, what was my 4th thing? My 4th thing was community starts with you. So because for me, I never scaled. When I started my business, I was like, this is my business, this is my baby. I'm not going to ask anyone else to be a part of it or make my children take over it because it's the family business that should have generational, connotation to it or whatever. But